We take a different strategy before heading into the castle today. Instead of jumping into the fray, Sif decides it's finally time to help each party member, each ally, with their problems. We talk through faith with Mirabelle, identity with Odile, protection with BonBon, and, well, we spend an evening under the stars with Isabeau. Does Isabeau share what's on his mind? Well, watch and see, and I hope you enjoy today's episode.
We are going to be finishing a lot of things today, I think. Perhaps even getting out of Act 3? I don't know. I feel like the act would probably end with the friend quest arc, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see. I'm going to say yes, just because it was less of a letdown than saying no. Fishing calms you down. You feel at peace. Even though we don't catch anything. Wait, is this new? I don't think I remember this. Once again, you didn't catch anything, but you're fine with it. You feel like you got... This is new! You feel like you got the chance to put your thoughts in order. And we got a memory of fishing! When equipped, memory of fishing gives you +2 attack for every time you've gone fishing. Oh, dang. At the cost of attack speed. Oh, dang. Can't have everything, Stardust. What a fun memory. Huh. At the cost of attack speed. Dang. Okay. So we have Mirabelle's quest to finish, which we just have to talk, and that'll be that. We have Odile's quest, and BonBon. I think I accidentally cut myself out of BonBon's quest for this loop, because I think I tried it right before, but maybe I didn't. Bonnie is here. Oh, BonBon is not. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know the favorite foods now. Oh yeah, okay. Nope, I already did it. Okay, because we messed up. It was supposed to be pineapple. We did not pick pineapple. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, the last one is going to be the potato samosa that they made for us for dinner that one time. Or for snack. Sorry, not dinner. So let's start with Mirabelle, then we'll go to Odile, we'll do a quick loop, maybe an experimental loop, because we were going to try some things that were a little different, and then we'll finish out BonBon and our dear Isabeau. Hi, Sifrine. Do you need anything? Also, I have a bit of a sore throat. Excuse me. So the voices may not be as on top of it today. I'm gonna do like the, what is it? When it's not cosplay, the casual cosplay equivalent of the voices. So it's not gonna be a full out just because I want to protect my voice a little bit. Let's hang out now. Right, because we already did everything. Oh, okay. Okay, how to do this? Sit down next to me, maybe? We sit down. Mirabelle looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead. So, what are these papers really? Oh, bonding proposals? Bonding? Wait, like you pair people up? What? Or do you approve that? Are you like the equivalent of some sort of like priest? Do you do these ceremonies? Is Mirabelle looking for a partner? No, wait, that's not exactly it. Please stop looking at me. It's more like, dating? Oh my gosh, is this the equivalent of Tinder? Dating profiles? I'm not thinking about being bonded yet. Dating? You didn't think Mirabelle cared about that. You're still confused. All right, well, before all this got started with the king, I decided I wanted to, try to date someone. And so I asked a dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date. But I haven't gone through it yet, so I figured I could at least get that done today. Oh my god. And I look through all of them and make a list of people I could see myself dating. And I suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with. So I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. Or,
just the one eye, as long as it's not my two eyes looking at this. And also I need a distraction from tomorrow very badly, so I figured I'd replace my anxiety about our possible defeat with, this. Oh! Choosing someone to date is a little out of your comfort zone, but you think you can try and find someone who would fit Mirabelle. Maybe. Let's have a look then. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. All right. I have a few profiles right here. She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Was she carrying it with her throughout your entire journey? Well, here's a few of them. So, you can go first and tell me what you think. And I'll go after. Tell me what you think about him. She shows you the file of a strong, buff-looking man. Is that Mirabelle's type? We have one of those at home. Oh my god. But then would we think, like, is this Isabeau? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to respond with. Meh. He looks nice. We have one of those. I feel like the we have one of those at home may imply like Isabeau, and I don't necessarily want to do that because I want Isabeau and Sif to get together. I mean, they could be polyamorous. We never know. I don't know. Strong buff. It kind of depends. Like what kind of buff? Like a cool buff, nice person, or like one of the buff kind of people who just like to look at themselves in the mirror and they flex and they're rude at the gym, you know? Like, I'll say he looks nice. He does, I suppose. She supposes. Either way, sounds like masculine people aren't her type. Okay, cool. Probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine. Do you have someone more feminine looking? She looks through her files. How about her? She shows you the profile of a gentle-looking lady. Aww. Maybe she looks like, because you're gentle, Mirabelle. Maybe we'll say that. She looks like you. Ew, you're right. Oh, nope. Okay, we don't want someone like you. Okay, is that more than ew? Yeah, that's not very nice to yourself. Well, not into feminine people either, apparently. What kind of person are you into then? Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally. But if you had to choose, someone nice? You nod. And someone pretty? You nod. And someone who likes me? You don't nod. Mira. No, wait. Let me think a bit more. I want someone who, she thinks for an awfully long time. That's interesting. I think it's so sad because Mira is like saving the world. You could have your pick and to just have the bar. I mean, having someone like you is important, but to have that be the bar that you think they like you. Mira, you can do so much better than that. Well, what about you then? What kind of person are you into, Sifrine? Well, you think about how to answer this for an awfully long time, but then you catch yourself. Wait, are you just gonna copy my answers? No. Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrine. I'm not interested in that dating stuff. Oh, that makes sense. But then why? So then why worry about it? I wonder if she felt maybe a little bit of pressure just because, I mean, she looks, and I think from the game, she's in her 20s to 30s. You know, she's not a young teenager. She's more into the adulthood realm. So it's like, I wonder if she was feeling pressure from either herself, people in the house, her other friends, to bond with someone. You know, Sifrine, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing with a capital C, bettering yourself, becoming a better, different person. And one of the ways to change is to try new things, you know?
Oh, so maybe she was thinking, even though she's not into it, maybe she'll try and like change like how she feels towards romantic relationships in that way. That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes. And so I'm trying. I'm trying new things, and some are fun and fulfilling and easy, but you can't just go and try only new easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things that make me uncomfortable, things I don't want to do at all. Well, no. It's like not unfettered change. There's a aspect of taking care of yourself with that, right? Like I would assume and I would hope that this religion takes that into account. Things that she doesn't want to do, like dating. Yes, like dating. But you know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you, to bring you new experiences, and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemate, and I have to do it. I have to date, I have to love someone in a romantic way, I have to do things with them. I have to bond with them, I have to sleep with them, I have to have children with them, I have to love them in this very specific way, and you don't want to? And I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifreen, not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea alone of it is just so awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way I should love them. It's never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this change, don't I? I feel so sad for poor Mirabelle. Like the fact that she feels like she has to do this to be a good representative of her belief. Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe, why do you need to change? Because I have to, Sifreen. I'm a housemaiden, and I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all, but I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it, not be with someone that way. But Sifreen, there's such a pressure to force us to do that, and not only that, there's such an intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals around showing yourself as a new person, for crab's sake. Most housemaidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabeau isn't even a housemaiden, and he's changed, and I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone, and I'm comfortable with the idea of staying the same forever. But we have to change and bring new things into our lives and change clothes and hairstyles and even part of our personalities to appeal to a deity that I don't know if they understand sometimes, that I'd like to stay the same. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's why they haven't. Oh, 'cause they haven't shown themselves, you know. Oh, poor Mirabelle. And this informs her outburst near the end of the loop, when she sees the change God has not shown itself or themselves to her and shows themselves to Sif with the key knife. And she gets so fired up. And I can't imagine that this isn't also on her mind at that point in time. It's like she obviously hasn't changed enough, so at the 11th hour, when it's time to go defeat the king, the change God doesn't show up to her, in her mind. And now I have a list of people I could meet so I can fall in love with them, which I can't do. And do things with them which I will never ever want to do. Also, I can change. And it makes me feel like a mistake. That I must be broken for not being able to want those things. But because everyone else can. Well, I don't know about the romantic part, but I don't want to do things with people either. Huh? Why not? It's weird, right? Yeah. Mirabelle takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice. Yeah, it's just weird and gross. It's awful, and I don't want it at all. Oh, Sifrine, you mean it? You really mean it? You understand? Yeah, of course. Oh, what a relief to have someone who understands this at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need to change, and dating, it's part of it, so... Mirabelle sighs. Sifrine, I know you don't follow the change belief, but do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith, but some other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with? Some other parts just that bring you grief? Something that brings you both joy and grief? You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but yeah, I have something like that. So you do too. How do you deal with it then? You don't? I just try not to think about things that bother me in general. Avoidance, huh? That feels a little too cowardly for me. Ouch. But real. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say... You laugh. You know she didn't mean it in that way. Of course not. You didn't know Mirabelle had those feelings towards the change belief. She always seems so passionate about it, but the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box that she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind then? Oh man. Just as an aside, if you feel like, because of your beliefs, that you are an odd person out or that you don't belong, you are valid and you belong. And I've found the thing that is most important is finding a community, like Mirabelle's doing right now with Sifrine, finding a community of people who understand, at least to some degree, because there is nothing wrong with Mirabelle. And if you feel also like Mirabelle, where you're like, I'm not into the romantic relationships, I'm not into the more physical aspect of relationships, that is valid. And it breaks my heart that she and other people in the world can go through life feeling like they're not right or that they don't fit in. And it makes me sad that her beliefs, and I know a lot of people with beliefs who are religious, who for whatever, however their beliefs teach them, they think they're not right. That is not the case. And this is a question I ask a lot too, because I have friends who are queer and religious, and I'm like, it perplexes me, to be really honest. So I'm curious what Mirabelle's gonna say. You suppose it's not that simple, and that is true. I don't know anything about your belief, but you could always game the system, right? Game the system? Change things by deciding not to change. Sif using that noggin. If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. There's more than one way to become a better person, right? Changing by deciding not to change. Sifrine, that's not how it works. But no one needs to know. Oh, change myself by deciding not to change. That is valid. I was actually having a conversation the other day at the gym, because everyone was showing off their tattoos and talking about like the stuff that they have. And one person said, I don't know anyone who doesn't have a tattoo anymore. It's like tattoos are everyone has a tattoo. And I was like, I love tattoos. This is me speaking up. I love tattoos. I don't have anything yet, but currently no tattoos. And so I was actually the odd one out because everyone had chosen to be, you know, oh, I've got a tattoo. And I remember when I was younger, it used to be this marker of like, oh, just this thing that not everyone had, but now it's kind of the opposite. So I'm all for this. Sif, I think that's a great suggestion. Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now, you mean it. It does. It does sound challenging and fun. Oh, Mirabelle smiles at you brightly. Not this game making me cry. Thank you, Sifrine. Thank you for talking with me. Oh man, I love Mirabelle so much. Oh, look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Coco, don't let me keep you. I'm just gonna make you cry for a little bit and then you have to go and save the world. Yeah, no big deal. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay? Okay. You got a memory of faith. You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Faith boosts all of your housemaiden stats by 30? Wow. Your housemaiden also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. Holy Care Shield is amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your housemaiden have had this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay? Okay. I will have to make a note of that. We're just going to have to do it every time we loop. Writing it down right now in my notebook. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, starting off with a few tears, let's get Odile and go to that boulangerie to get the family tale. That is the next one. Let's hang out now, Odile. Thank you. Let's go then. You and Odile are now hanging out. You should head to the boulangerie. Okay. Oh my god, we have Odile hanging out with us. I feel so cool. Okay. Hey there. Hello. We've heard you may have a family tale. Family tale? Of a family called Paperas. If you'd be okay with it, I'd like to borrow it for a little bit. The one I borrowed for my girl before the house froze. I'm not a very good writer, so I figured reading another one would give me some inspiration for stories to tell my little girl. Do you have it still? No, what? Do not. What? Do you know Antoine, maybe? He lives at the east of town in the house with no flowers. I asked if he could borrow it. They knew the Paperas family, you see. I couldn't really refuse. The Paperas family died only a few years back, after all. Odile is not impressed. Well, that sucks. Do you know if he still has it now? I don't see why they wouldn't. I have a sudden bad feeling about this. The house to the east of the village with no flowers, huh? Looks like we should go pay them a visit. All right, let's go. We're gonna see what kind of wild goose chase we get sent on. The house with no flowers. That's not this one, I don't think. That has flowers. Maybe it is this one? Beautiful one. Oh, hello. Antoine, is it? That sure is me. And you're 2 of the saviors, aren't you? Thank you for all you're doing. Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you. We had a favor to ask. Could we borrow the family tale you possess? For an hour, maybe. Oh, the Paperas family tale. I know this means a lot to you, so... Oh no, that's not the problem. Wild goose chase continues. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but, well... I think one of the kids next door stole it from me. What? What? I'm not saying they're bad kids. They're very nice kids. Very nice. They just, well, you know, the 3 kids outside. A few weeks ago, they passed by to help me cook some things, and well, the book is gone now. So, sounds like we should talk to those kids. Uh-huh. A kitchen station, whatever they're cooking, it smells heavenly. I was gonna say, shelves filled with various foods. I don't think, because I did that big inspection of everything, I don't think I did this house. I think I came in and was like, I don't know. Okay. Some rest. Ooh! Oh, no. And then this one. Beautiful cutlery. Ah! There's a broken griddle pan in there. You didn't notice it before? Ah, this? I've been meaning to throw it out. Do you want it? Bonnie might like one of these, even if it's broken. You nod, and you got a griddle pan. Heck yeah. Okay, we'll check that out later when we have Bonnie. Boniface. We'll get that book, Odile. Ugh. Let's just go, all right? All right, kiddos. I feel like Odile and kids don't necessarily mix. They mix in the charming way where I love watching adults who don't really interact with children interact with kids. I feel like Odile is wonderful with kids, but also puts off the air that she isn't and can be slightly, and I think Odile is one of those adults that treats kids a little bit more like adults, like little adults in a way that makes it just so cute and charming. Kids. The middle-aged kid, the middle kid with a small hat looks at you from their rock throne. Adults, what do you want? Cyprian, you handle this. Why you? Why me? You're closer to being a kid than I am. Good luck. Okay. Do you know about family tales? Yeah. What kind of adult doesn't know about family tales? Are you stupid? Manon, you can't talk to adults if they're stupid. Can't I? Look at him. They're short, and their hair looks unbrushed, and they look like they haven't slept in weeks, and that hat definitely looks stupid and not cool. Cyprien, the kid is destroying you. Do something. On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. What to say? Anyway, do you know about a Paperos family tale? Ah, Manon, I think he's asking it. Shut up. I got this. The middle kid looks at you disdainfully as disdainfully as they can, which is a lot. What if we do? We'd like to borrow it? Trade. A trade. We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange. I have silver coin. I didn't give the silver coin to the boulangerie this time. 2 silver coins. Wow. Okay, you drive a hard bargain, kid. What kind of adult only has 1 coin? Are you broke? Denied. Ugh. Here, have 5. Wow. Oh my gosh. Odile making it rain. 10 silver coins. 4, and I won't tell your guardians you stole a book. Yeah, okay, deal. See, Odile knows. Odile is good with kids. Begrudgingly. Okay, so Mana doesn't have the book anymore. What? Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she stopped crying, okay? Who's Charlene? Charlene Choquette? The boulanger's daughter? The what? Cool. You can't help but laugh. Look at the old lady's face. Cyprien. You jump. We are going. You nod rapidly and follow. Bye, adults. Let's play again soon. Kid is smarter than all of us, that's for sure. All right, back to the boulangerie. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do this again if I want, like, whatever I unlock for Odile. Hi, hello. Hey. Please, do not scare my daughter, madame. You get in front of Odile and smile at the girl. Hi.
Hi.
We've heard you got a cool book.
A book? Oh, yes. From Manon. Manon is so nice. She gave me the book with the nice stories. Dad was reading it, and now it's mine, and I can read it all by myself. But it's boring. I want another book, Papa.
Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene?
This one.
She shows you all a book with paper-ass family tale written across it. I'm so sorry. It's fine. You got the paper-ass family tale. Finally. You both find a nice silent place to talk. Yes, time to learn more about Odile. Oh, I can't believe this took this long, but finally. Odile looks at the closed family tale book intently. Aren't you gonna read it? Oops, I went too fast through that, sorry. They said I could keep it until I leave Dormont, so I have time, but she's still looking at it. The family tale book you spent so much time trying to find. It seems important to her, but why? Is it related to your research? Sorry, what? The book. Is it related to your research? Well, I suppose I've kept it secret long enough. Are we gonna find out the subject of Odile's research? Don't tell Isabeau, all right? What? Okay, hold on. There is no research. There is no research. Oh my God. I'm not researching anything. Sorry for not saying anything. Isabeau said I must be researching something since I was a traveler here in Vaugarde, and it felt easier to not say anything. So then why did I leave Kabou? Travel for years, all to find myself in Vaugarde, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Well, I'm actually here in Vaugarde to find out more about myself. I suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Vaugardian. Oh. I've lived my whole life in Kabou. My father was Kabouan and my mother Vaugardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood, and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me. But she left, and didn't leave anything behind. I will say, out of all of the characters, I think I feel most personally connected to Odile, even more so now because of learning some of this stuff. As, you know, Odile is biracial, I'm biracial, Odile's mom left, my dad left, and so there's this like connection that I feel with Odile, especially with Odile being this sort of teacher, mother, educator figure in the group. Yeah, I've personally felt connected to Odile the most out of all the characters, and this is just making me very excited. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man and Kabou was my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Vaugarde, but still a part of me was curious. And one day, a few years ago, a Vaugardian merchant showed me her wares, and this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales written by her whole family. A family tale. And she explained family tales to me. Generations of Vaugardian parents writing stories for their children and writing them in a book. So you'd end up with stories written by an entire lineage. And she was explaining the way the book was written, the rules of this particular way of telling stories, how friendly families shared their stories with each other, and how it had been done for generations, how it brought her closer to her family, her ancestors, her culture. And while she was explaining to me, she suddenly stopped. And I was surprised to find out she stopped because... Man, second cry of the video. She stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it. Because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine.
but it was stolen from me because my mother left, and I'd never have a link to this culture ever, unless I went there. Oh man, this game has everything. Like, I've been telling everyone I know to play this game, and that's having not even gotten to this part, and I feel like now playing this part playing this part and seeing the ways each of these characters embodies like people who I know. Like, I can think of people who have elements of each one of these party members, and I connect to each one of these party members in ways that is just so wonderfully written. Oh, this is such a good game. So this is why... So I traveled to Vogard, and well, the king took over shortly after I arrived, which did make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Vogardians and see many Vogardian cities. I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look, and I learn, and this is the country my mother came from. It's half of me, but still, even now I'm here in Vogard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like looking in a mirror? Like a revelation? Shouldn't I see how Vogardian people act and how they think and be able to say, oh, so this is why I'm like this? Shouldn't I be able to call this place mine? But I can't, and it feels awful, like my roots have been cut off. Without my consent. I'm gonna try hard not to sniffle too loudly into the mic. Like my mother stole it from me. Like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here still. To know as much as I can about this country, and in the meantime find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey, so I'm glad. It is an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your country? Of a culture that should have been yours, but wasn't? Hold on 1 second. While I don't, again, my story isn't Odile's story. I don't have that specific type of diaspora, but the wanting to feel connected to a part of your identity that feels like you should be more connected to but are not, or having a complex relationship with the connection that you have is something that I remember at school growing up, not being the same as everyone else, because I would have like the example that everyone gives, which I also experienced, was like, your lunches are weird and they're smelly. You're not like us here. I go to Korea and it's kind of the same, where it's like, well, you're not one of us really. Like, your mom's Korean, but you're not Korean, you know? And that's hard. And so to hear Odile in a different way grapple with this idea of feeling disconnected from what you feel like you should be connected to is really nice to see in a game. It may not seem so to you, but to Kabu, my features are foreign. Just small things, my hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin, enough for me to look different here. I am other, so... What about Vogardians? Would they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found out that no, of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey. But at the same time, I'm not the only one who is other. In fact, Vogard is filled with people who also come from other lands. Vogard welcomes people from all over the world, after all, so even if I did not find someone like me, I have found Vogard to be full of people who are similar to me, and I am very grateful for that. Odile is half Vogardian. You never knew.
She traveled halfway across the world to find out more about herself, trying to see if she'd find herself in a country she has no memory of. What about you, Safrine? Are you finding out more about yourself in Bogard? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't grow up in Bogard either, right? Do you have roots here? Or were you just passing through? Huh. My apologies. Forget I asked. I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. I love Odile so much. The fact that she acknowledged it and was like, you know what? I'm sharing, but you can share at your own personal comfort level. We can forget about it. She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'd probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you. Come on, Sif. Yeah, share. You shared with Mirabelle. That was a huge step. I didn't acknowledge it during that conversation because I was just crying. But it was huge when Sif was like, let me tell you a little bit about myself, Mirabelle. Let me connect with you on this thing that you feel like you're an outsider for. I also have that same feeling too. That was huge. I don't remember much about where I'm from. Odile turns to look at you. Huh. Were you too small when you left? Or was it because there was nothing worth remembering? Everything was worth remembering. Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can. Trying to find where you belong. Trying to find out how your roots might have shaped you. Which parts of you were you created and which parts already were. You nod. Man, this is such a good conversation. Whew. But you know you're not only made of where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Kabu would be the exact same, and everyone in Vogard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes, but it's not the only thing that makes you you. That's what I realized during this journey, Sifrine. I'm Kabuan and Vogardian in ways I do and don't realize. And I'm also myself. One might say that's more important than being Kabuan and Vogardian, wouldn't you agree? I do. That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now. Because you found a family tale? No. Yes. And also because we talked, Sifrine. Oh my, Odile's face is just like, you kind of a dingus, but I love you. Oh. Excuse me. Thank you for listening to me, Sifrine. You blush and nod. Now get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet for a sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun. Odile smiles at you mischievously. You got a memory of a secret quest. You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Secret Quest boosts all of your researcher stats by 30, and I imagine I have to do this conversation again for craft break. Enemy weaker to all craft types. Oh my god, wow. You'll only be able to use it when you and your researcher have had this exact conversation. Okay, so what's not obnoxious, but a little bit like, I wish I didn't get the pineapple wrong, is we need to go back and on the next loop, I will do Bonnie first, and then we will do all of the conversations, and then we'll be able to do Isabeau. Now, I want to try a really, really quick loop because I want to go into, there are a couple rooms that I feel like I don't go into every time because they're not the right, quote, rooms. And I want to make sure and go to them just to see if I'm missing anything. So I know this isn't like, I'm not maximizing this currently in the way that, oh, you know what? I should have slipped on that banana peel. I'm a dingus. So we're gonna kind of do this in a non-optimized way. I'm just gonna skip through all of this. Okay, I'm gonna just get squashed, only because this is the fastest way. You got crushed. Start again. And I want to start, I think, on level 2. I think level 2 had the room with... I think level 2 had the room that I was looking for. I'm not entirely sure. So let's go. I mean, we have... You forgot to press a switch. Yes, we know. On purpose. Now we're at level 72. We did learn a skill. Okay. But I'm trying to remember. There was a room that we walked into that I think was an infirmary. And I want to double check it. Okay, so when I chose to go here with the doors unlocked, I didn't realize that it would unlock the path, the correct path to get the key. And so I need to freeze myself and come back without the doors unlocked. Oh, this experimental run is hard. So start again. We had a good sleep. We're going to start on level 2. I'm not going to use any of the unlocks yet. You wake up, you dreamt about the tick of a clock. You hear it still. Okay, so we're gonna go... Are you ready? Yes. Okay, because I'm pretty sure that's the room I wanted, which was up top. And just to make things a little faster, I'm going to equip Sif with the... What was it? The memory of... If looping to the king will have bomb in pockets. No, memory of sadnesses. There we go. I just don't want to bother with battles because right now I'm just doing a little bit of reconnaissance. Okay. So I think if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, gosh darn it. Paper position. Okay. We have to get the paper key and we also have to get the crest. So let me do all that first. I'm not used to doing these runs where I'm not going through really intentionally. So it's kind of like a nice brain workout. Just because this is one of my favorite rooms, we're going to see what this says. As we pass through the tight space between the tables and the wall, you brush against everyone. Touch, 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 touch. You try to get some human contact every loop, even if it's discreetly like this. My gosh. I love seeing Sif's gradual sort of growth, and again, we've seen Sif change even as nothing else changes in this horrible, horrible, horrible situation that they're in. What was this room? Oh yeah, I grabbed that key. I figure probably in another couple of loops, like maybe after doing all of the friend quests, I may run through and do an intense, like, touch everything loop again. Just because I don't know if anything will have changed since after. Okay, so we are going to go up this time, which we know is wrong, technically, but right for my purposes. Okay, so now we know we cannot progress. We have vials, some medical books, and a volume of The Cursing of Chateau Castle 10. No, that's not what we want. I'm pretty sure the one in the pottery room is the final edition. It's the latest we've seen, at least. I just don't know why I'm not remembering it. A closet. There's a porcelain doll in it. It's cracked, with half of its face missing. Someone probably threw it away. Scary. Looks kind of sad, doesn't it? Do you think it looks nice? I mean, because Sif's face is kind of half obscured anyway. Oh! You got the broken doll. You got the broken doll again. This doll will never see the end. That's kind of sad. Statue of the Change God, it's been destroyed. Frozen flowers, a little note is attached to them. Get well soon so we can go party with a lot of hearts. The bed doesn't seem very comfy. Oh! There's a bunch of things on this bed, but none catch your eye. What did we find there last time? There's a poster on the wall. It says in big bold letters, wash your crabbing hands. You should all wash your hands. A drawer with nothing in it. You look inside the drawer, and it's a tiny bottle with a label saying grape juice for adults. Oh no! Okay, we can fast forward this. Grape juice for adults, not for Bonnie. Okay, so there's someone laying in. So this is the person with... Okay, so we brought the earring. Oh, nothing new. Okay. Huh. Other than broken doll and maybe that, like, weird thing happening. That was something. The door is locked tight by the weird word locks. I think this is where we find the glass shard, which I actually forgot to use last time. I forget what happens when we use it. Hold on. Because we find the glass shard. I think I cut myself, and Odile and Bonnie were kind of like, whoa, don't do that. But let's try it one more time. I'll have to think if there's like another way. Where's souvenirs? Shiny piece of glass. You look at the glass shard. The light of the frozen torches scatter through it, sparkly. Sharp! Ah, your finger! Did you cut yourself? Here, give me your hand. She gently takes your hand. So nice, even though she tries to pretend she's not. Okay, Bonnie takes a glass shard and throws it across the room. Alright, so nothing... Either I'm not using it in the right spot, in the right moment. The statue of the Change God, it's been destroyed. So same thing, barrel, do not shake. I know that in this other thing, there's something that Bonnie can grab, but not what we want. Okay, Well, what else do we need to experiment with? I'm going to start again. What I'm going to do is read that. Do I want to unlock all the doors? Yes. Whoops. And I want all the doors opened. Will this restrict me from going into any of the rooms that I want to? Maybe. Let's not open all the doors. Let's just go into floor 3. I think there are a couple places that I wanted to go into. Ooh, I got a 20 loop 20 times. But the achievement was called 1. You just passed your 20th loop. 20. Is that a lot or too little still? Back to it. I'm so sorry, Sif. I'm trying to get you out of here as fast as possible, because this going through the same thing 20 times, that is hellish. Okay, so let's pick up this key. Judging by its location, key for the gate ahead. Wait, do we have... We do not have the thing for the key knife. I wonder what happens then if we go there without it. Or if we can. Okay, so here's the open book. The Cursing of Chateau Castle 87. I just read it. I'm reading it again. And they said you should remember this number. Okay, so up here was the constellation room, I think. Maybe I'll go to that again. Alright, the tear floats gently. We're going to use the star crest here. just to see if we missed anything. Yep. So that's a sound that's like a no, no, no. You pick one at random. It's a poem about a fox and a crow. A bunch of unfinished poems on the desk. Isabeau slaps his hand on one of them. Okay, so this is the blood orange one. Is it nice and sweet? Question ending in poetry. They call that a cliffhanger. There's a note with a word open phrase 1, 2, 3. We got that already. A note for a festival that was supposed to take place today, you think? Some vials, 2 salty broths, some books all lined up. There's some space between the books, like someone removed it. Bonnie seems to be reading it intently. It's a very striking cover of a Moodoo clay figurine with large sunken eyes and a screaming mouth. There was a book about that, I think on floor 1 or 2? I know there was another book about the same Moodoo clay figurine. You can't read the title. You're curious. What do you have here? Bonnie hides the book in their pocket. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Sure, okay. Shut up. It's fine. I'm fine. Stop looking at it. Stop looking at me. Shut up. Here, take the book instead. Take this book instead. Bonnie shoves a book at you, sneezing, how to expulse bad thoughts. Wow. Huh. Okay. You find an anthology of horror stories. On the cover, a handsome young man looks into the night fearfully, longingly. Okay. This is where we learned Mira's love for... Okay, whoops, the poem lays here unfinished. Okay, well that was... So now maybe I need to go back to... What was the floor of the classroom? We were just there. I think it was on floor 2? I hope? I think? Let's unlock it. I think you feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Must not have been important. Gosh darn it, don't make me feel paranoid. Okay. I feel like the classroom or the place where the book was... The ghost again! Was it here? Some school books, mathematics, geography, crafting, art, sewing, cooking. No, it wasn't here. Oh, where did I find it? Was it level 1? Whoops. Board with doodles. Yeah, we got that. I know it was like on this side of the room. Maybe it was level 1. Since I'm here, I'm gonna just quickly check the rest of the area. But it's like one of those I'll know it when I see it moments. Not this one. That's the change room, or not the change door room. Leave the door alone. Okay, so I think it must have been floor 1. Let's go to floor 1. A tear froze you in time. Start again. We're just gonna leave all the doors unlocked because whatever, I have the stars for it. You wake up, you dreamt about someone crying into nothing. Whose voice was it? Whoop. This is gonna just make me so frustrated until I can find where that book, this like Moodoo clay screaming into nothingness. There was a book. Oh, here it is. Some books. One of them has a very striking cover of a Moodoo clay figurine with large sunken eyes and screaming mouth. Wait, isn't this the book Bonnie was looking at on the 3rd floor? They were very defensive about it. Look at the back. Life to ashes. Death rituals from around the world. Oh. Why would Bonnie look at this? I mean, probably because Bonnie's a kid grappling with death all around them. Maybe. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Usually I'd be worried about this, but Sif doesn't seem worried at all. Sorry. I'm not. Okay, so you had a good sleep. Where would we go next? We can go directly to the king, too, which is kind of cool. Which I haven't done yet. I wonder, what was the... Oh, there was one snack area when we were talking about death rituals. Was it 3? I cannot remember. I wonder if this will put me... I think it was 3, because it was right before we're getting ready to go to the final level with the king. And I think there was hair peeking out around it. And we were talking, we're like, Bonnie... Bonnie's a dingus, and then we talked about what to do with our bodies when we die. So maybe that's what got Bonnie to read the book and to find it, like, and pick it up. I don't know. We'll put a pin in that. I'm trying to think. Let's go back to Dorma, because loop 28. You wake up. You dreamt about the tick of a clock. You hear it still. Because speaking of BonBon, I want to complete Bonnie's quest. I want to complete everyone's quest. So what we're going to do is we are going to fast talk through Mirabelle and Odile. We're then going to do Bonnie. And then we're going to do... Oh my gosh, I forgot Loop has a quest too. We're going to do BonBon. We're going to do Isabeau. And then we'll do Loop. That's the plan. Okay. What a relief. The dialogue said, wow, you're here again. You don't really have to go through this whole thing again. You can just zone through it, skip completely if you'd like, leave and get their cool skill. But if you do, the skill will be a tiny bit less useful. Your choice. Wow. Okay, the game's like, you could zone out, or you could just listen to the whole thing. You know what, since we're doing all of them right now, I'm going to just say yes, and you have the benefit of you get to do the zone out automatically through YouTube. So one thing that was quite interesting is when I was going through that conversation again, there's a part where Sifrine says, oh, you can game the system. You know, you can change by not changing. And I think what's really interesting is there's a little tiny bit of dialogue that was different, I'm pretty sure, where Sif, in sort of the back of their head, said, but is it really fun and challenging to game the system? So again, there was a slight difference, very slight, in the conversation, kind of going through Sif having done the conversation once already. So I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, so I imagine this may be the same thing. This one's going to be a bit more of a doozy to go through, simply because we have to go multiple places, but we're gonna do it. Alrighty, so we have done the 2 quests. The last one we have on our list, of the initial 3 at least, is BonBon. Bonnie is here looking morosely at the fields.
Hey friend, what do you want?
Well, can I help you with anything?
Help me? I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything.
Oh, okay, but actually, I know you. By now, I do know your 3 favorite foods. I hope I get this right. You love rice.
Yeah, that's true, but...
And pineapples. 3rd time's the charm. And the last one is, I'm pretty sure it's the samosa, the potato samosa.
But which samosas? Yeah, I bet you don't even know that. Which samosas are my favorite, stupid?
Is it samosas with potatoes? Without cheese with potatoes? Oh God. I know potatoes for sure. I'm thinking without cheese with potatoes?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. That's all my favorite foods.
Success.
If you remembered them all, you do pay attention to me. No, that's stupid. Of course you do. Or else you wouldn't have... There's something you can help me with. Can you come with me if you have time?
I have time now.
Okay. Then come on.
Bonnie brought you outside of Dormont. You can see some weak sadnesses roaming in the distance.
Friend, You said I could ask for anything, yeah?
Well, not exactly what you said, but sure. Whatever you want.
Okay, well, I need you to teach me how to fight.
Oh, this music.
I know Deal's gonna say I can help you all in battle tomorrow, but it'll be from far away, right? I want to help, to actually help, and for that, I need to learn how to fight. So you're gonna help me. Let's go.
Bonnie ran away. Oh God, Bonnie. Towards a sadness. You run towards Bonnie as fast as you can.
Look, I'm not scared. Come on.
BonBon. Oh my God. Oh, Bonnie.
I'm not scared. I can do this. I can do this.
Oh God, Bonnie. Ugh. Bonnie, without thinking about it, you strike. We'll pay him. Because I'm also very OP. You can't help but yell. Be more careful, Bonnie.
I'm sorry.
You look at Bonnie closely. Miraculously, they don't seem hurt. Bonnie is trembling. I shouldn't have yelled. Breathe with me. You breathe slowly in and out. And make sure Bonnie breathes with you. You need to calm down too. Slowly, they stop shaking.
That didn't go super well.
It did not, no.
It's your fault. You weren't there. You weren't there to help me and tell me what to do.
You frown.
I'm
sorry. I can teach you, but don't go ahead on your own.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll listen. Tell me how to fight. I want to learn.
You look around. There's another sadness in the distance. You put your index finger in front of your mouth to tell Bonnie to stay silent and point towards the sadness. Bonnie looks over and nods. You jump in. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Yes. What do I do?
You smile. Teaching time. You tell Bonnie to look at the sadness's hands.
That's a scissor sign, right? So that means they're vulnerable to rockcraft. Yeah, I know rockcraft. So I can hit them, right?
You nod.
Okay. Here I go.
You take an attacking stance, and Bonnie follows suit. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. Nice. Bonnie attacks. Hell yeah, Bonnie, look at this.
I did it, friend.
You clap. Oh, so good. Build up the confidence. I feel like Bonnie probably feels very much powerless. They weren't able to help their sister. They've been in charge of snacks, which is very important, but it can feel probably inadequate compared to going into battle. And so giving Bonnie this opportunity to feel like they're becoming more useful, becoming more of a contributor to the party is so good. Bonnie's looking up at you. You look back.
Hey, friend, why aren't we allowed to touch you?
What?
Deal and Za and Belle said we're not allowed to touch you because it makes you jump and because they said so. It's true that you jump, but I was wondering why, because it means we can't high five or anything. Why?
None of them are touching you. On purpose. Because it makes you jump. For such a simple reason? I don't mind being touched or hugged. I'm just not used to it.
You're not used to it? Oh, maybe it's because you're not ready for it when it happens. That's how it is with Neil. Niall?
Nile?
My sister. Her name's Petronile? But it's dumb, so I call her Niall. She doesn't like it when people touch her and she's not ready for it. Niall's really cool and tough, but she gets scared easily, I think. One day, I touched her shoulder and she didn't know I was there and she screamed really loud.
I love how Bon is like proud, like celebrating the mischief of it.
Like, "Ah!" But then she said I shouldn't do it again because when she's scared, she said her scared brain takes over and she might suplex me without meaning to. Which sounds really cool, but she said she doesn't want to suplex me because she doesn't want to hurt me. She did suplex one dude who scared her once, though. So I'm not allowed to touch her if she doesn't know I'm there, so I always try to walk real loud so she hears me coming. That's why my shoes are big, see?
Bonnie points at their boots. You nod.
Oh, I don't want to talk about my sister anymore.
You don't often talk about her.
She's frozen in time and she's not here, so I don't want to talk about her. She says talking behind people's backs is bad. And also talking about her hurts and makes me sad. I want Niall to be here. I should have helped her when... Why aren't you used to being touched? Did your family not hug you when you were a kid?
You flinch. Can't remember.
Oh.
But maybe that's why. I'm just not used to it. It takes me off guard, I think.
Oh, okay. So if you can see me, and if I tell you I'm going to touch you, it's fine?
It's not fine, but sure.
Huh. Okay. I'll remember that. So, then...
Bonnie jumps up and down, making sure you watch them do it.
I am going to touch you now!
Suddenly, Bonnie pokes you hard in the stomach.
Ow! You saw me and I told you, so it's fine.
Bonnie, I'm not sure. That's not really how consent works, but we're taking steps. Okay, we're a work in progress.
I guess so. Okay, let's go. Let's fight one more sadness. I can do one more.
You spot a sadness in the distance and attack. All right, BonBon, here we go.
Okay, I can do this. Watch me, Freen.
You smile and join Bonnie. You and the sadness exchange blows. Bonnie attacks wildly. You strike. We're intentionally making ourselves weaker so that Bonnie has a chance to really get into it. Oh, excuse me. This is different from usual. You're not used to fighting outside anymore. The ground is uneven and there's rocks and branches to worry about. Oop. Oh! Ow. You tripped on a branch.
Ah! Freen!
The sadness saw you fall and it's running towards you to attack.
No! Not this time!
Go in with the frying pan, Princess Peach style. Go, Bon. You breathe in and out.
Freen! Freen, are you okay?
Bonnie is shaking. I'm okay, BonBon. I just tripped.
Really? You promise?
You nod.
Okay. You haven't called me BonBon in forever. Only Za calls me that now.
Oops. Bonnie.
No. I didn't mean... You promise you're okay?
You nod.
Okay.
Oh, poor Bon. They probably, again, with everything that's happened, they were reading the death rituals. They have such a fear of losing everyone close to them.
Sorry. I got scared. It reminded me of before, that's all.
Before?
Yeah. You remember, right? It was a while back when you protected me from that other sadness, you know?
Huh? What sadness do they mean? You can't remember. Which one?
Which one? The one that got your eye, stupid.
Oh.
Oh, crab, you stupid crabbing. See, I told you. I knew it. You're so crabbing stupid. You don't even remember it. You think it doesn't matter. You keep getting hurt because of me and you don't care. You can't see from one eye because of me and you think it doesn't crabbing matter.
Oh, wow. That's right. You'd forgotten. It was after you all met Bonnie, before they started barely speaking to you anymore. They weren't careful and a sadness was about to hurt them. They're so small. No one was close enough to do anything, and you're the fastest. So you ran and got in front of them and...
Why'd you do it, Freen? Why did you do it? Why did you protect me? I don't understand. You could have stayed put. I could have taken care of it. I was fine. But no, Freen thinks they're better than everyone else, and you tried to protect me like a stupid crabbing idiot. And you got hurt because of me. Because of me, you can't see from one eye. You have a big scar, and you bump into things all the time, and you trip all the time, and you can't see because of me.
Oh, Bonnie. No. They seem really upset, but it's not that big of a deal, though.
But it is. It really is. You got hurt because of me, and I don't like it, and I don't want it to have happened. You should have stood there and let me be hurt.
But you would have died.
It doesn't matter. If I died, it would have been fine.
It never would have been fine. I could have never let that sadness hit you. I know you don't like it when we say you're a child, but you are. And as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure you're safe. Did you want us to go to your sister and tell her, sorry, we didn't jump to save them, so they're gone now? You'll always be more important than any of us. No matter what, we'll always make sure you'll live. And I'll always pick you over a blinding, stupid eye.
But, Freen, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be hurt.
You can reassure them all you want, say you're sorry, promise you'll never do it again, but you would do it again. Again and again and again. If it happened now while you're stuck in a time loop, you'd jump in and protect them every time. You'd protect them all, every time. Because what's the alternative? Try to find a way to save them without being hurt? We're getting into the third cry. I'm fine. I'm good. But what if you failed? What if you couldn't do it and they did get hurt instead? What if they died because you tried to get a better ending? You can't take that chance. You would do it again the exact same way for as long as needed. I'm stronger now, Bonnie. I can protect you and make sure I don't get hurt either.
You promise? You promise you won't get hurt again?
I promise.
You super promise?
Super promise.
You super duper promise?
Super duper promise.
Okay. Okay, as long as you promise, it's fine. And anyway, I protected you just now, right? If it wasn't for me, you'd have been hurt. So you can protect me, and I can protect you. And we can protect everyone too. Yeah?
Yeah.
You see me, right? I'm gonna touch you now.
I'm gonna screenshot this really fast. That is so cute. Bonnie runs to your side. They hug you tightly. You freeze until you remember what to do. Oh! Slowly, the look of uncertainty on Sif's face. You hug them back. Oh my god, I'm gonna screenshot this too.
See? You do know how to hug.
Oh my god, the gremlin face is so good. Looks like I do, yeah. You got a memory of training. I will always remember this. When memory of training is equipped, your kid will never miss when attacking. Your kid also learned the skill Billion Blows technique. They'll be able to hit the enemy harder during battle. It's so strong, you can only use it when they have this exact conversation. Yes, we will have to, yes.
Alright, let's go back to Dormont. I gotta show everyone how cool I am now.
I feel like we are being set up for a pretty epic final battle. Hang out with Bonnie. I did the tutorial quest. I think this is gonna go maybe a little bit longer than normal, but I want to at least finish the crew. We'll do loop next time. I want to at least finish the hangouts with our dear buds. Not to say that Loop isn't a dear bud, but, you know. Again, I still hold some suspicions. Isabeau is here. cue joke. We're going to say it again. We're going to say the pun because we cannot not say the pun. We both laugh. We wait for the touch that will never come. His hand stops above your shoulder. Do you want to talk before I go? Yes. I finished helping everyone out. Huh? Oh, that's cool. I did see you running around with everyone earlier. It looked like fun. Oh, that's right. You didn't ask him if he needed help this loop. Oh, well, oops. Do you need help with anything? Help? Oh. Yes, I do need help with something. Now that I'm thinking about it, is that what you're doing today? Helping everyone out? I didn't know. I kept the best one for last. Aw, Sif. I'm glad. I was just thinking I wanted to hang out with you today since I saw you running around with everyone. But you didn't talk to me much today, so I was worried you didn't want to. It doesn't matter. I'm glad I thought about what we could do today then. Are you ready now? Probably have to go to the clock tower immediately after we're done, so I don't think you'll have time to do anything in the village after. So I want to make sure you did everything you needed to. Which means we probably can't do our conversation with Loop. Okay. I'm going to say let's do the conversation with Loop because Wait, North and Dorma. Okay. Let's do the conversation with Loop because I really want to, have all of them in a row, in a duck. What is it? In a ducks in a row or whatever the saying is. Because then we can go into the next loop very epically. At least I think it'll be pretty epic. I don't know. We'll have all the bonuses, which is cool. Hey, Stardust. How can I help you on this wonderful new loop? We can hang out now. Oh? Our theory hangout. Yes. But we can't actually hang out right now. It'd be pretty useless. So how about you come back here early tomorrow after you're done acting things out at the clock tower? Wait, what? You want me to sneak out? And spend a loop with me? Yes. But you always go to the house after the clock tower. If you're not here, what will everyone do? What will everyone think? Does it matter what they think? Well, forget all about it in your next loop after all. I mean, it matters. There's a universe out there where they will feel betrayed. I feel that's weird. Doesn't sit well with me. So you won't do it? You won't come and hang out with little old me? My desire for knowledge in this theory crafting hangout is, and the logic of yes, there will be, but we just had the conversation with Bonnie about how I'm like, every loop, if there's anything I can do to save them, I will. And if they potentially go in and die in that loop, whatever loop 23, loop 24 ends up being where they are decimated and all die, that's like on me. But if I say no, I won't, does that mean I will lose an opportunity or something like, this is so... The lore person in me wants to have this experience with Loop, so I think I'm gonna go, but I feel so conflicted about it. Watch it actually not be a big deal, and I'm just getting so stressed over a thing that's not even a thing. But, I'll come. Yeah, fine, I'll do it. Neat. I'll see you soon then. You nod. I imagine you spend... Oh, what? No! No! I didn't know. I thought I was gonna go and then... Oh, balls. Shucks. Okay. Early in the morning, while everyone's still asleep, you quietly slip away and head to the favor tree. I thought we were going to be able to finish out the day and then be like, all right, we're going to do the sleepover and then go. Like, it would divide the events up. Ugh. But you can't see Loop anywhere. Oh, no. Up there, Stardust. Up there. Up there. Did Loop go back to their home or something? You look up. Loop is waving at you from the top of the tree. I'm here. Come and join me, Stardust. How? Oh, come on. Just climb the tree. I know you can do it. You sigh and climb the tree. Ah, isn't it pretty, Stardust? We're so high up. You are? You can see the house from there. Everyone will be inside the house soon. You try not to think about it. Thank you for coming to today's Loop Hangout. I, haven't actually prepared anything to talk about, so tell me about yourself, Stardust. Really? I'd rather not. Huh? Why not? Don't you already know me? It just feels like it. You know too much about me. You knew my name, you know how I think. You knew me before we even met, didn't you? Kind of. Kind of. Do I know you? Oh, no, you don't know me. Don't worry, your memory isn't failing you this time. When we met under the favorite tree, that was the very first time we'd ever seen each other. Is that so? So then, is that why you're helping me? Because you know me? Oh? Not really. When I decided to help you, you were not a factor in the slightest. You are now, I suppose. But does that mean you actually believe me when I say I'm here to help? You don't think I'm lying and I'm actually the one trapping you here or whatever? You really believe that I'm here to help you? I don't know. I feel like I still don't know Loop completely, but I will put my trust into Loop. Loop has done nothing to make me not trust them. I do. Well, I'm gonna say I do. Oh. You always surprise me, Stardust. I knew I wouldn't believe myself if I was in your place. Maybe time has made me more jaded than you are. But it's fine. Whether you believe me or not, I'm here to help you. So you can escape this loop. So you believe it's possible for me to escape? Of course! Why would I be here otherwise? I'm trapped here with you after all. I want to escape just as much as you do. I know how it feels, you know, to be stuck somewhere with no hope of escape, forced to relive the exact same events over and over, taking any deviation as a sign that things are finally going to change, that everything will be okay, and finding yourself trapped, still. Look at me, talking and talking. Don't pay attention to me. I'm doing fine. Loop laughs sadly and looks at the house in the distance. Tell me about yourself, Loop. I'd rather not. Loop winks and blows you a kiss. Despite yourself, you laugh. You hear Loop laugh softly as well. Say, Stardust, that reminds me. Did you really ask for the Change God's blessing more than 10 times? You know it's not your belief, right? Hey. You and Loop animatedly talk about the different things you've done during your loops. It's nice to be able to talk about them with someone. You talk and talk until the sun has risen high above you in the sky. I wonder at what point we would be if we were in the castle or the house. It'll happen soon now. What will? The theory crafting part of our hangout session, of course. You open your mouth to ask and then... Oh. Ugh, you heard a horrible sound. Your head. You saw something... I'm glad you decided to spend time with me, Stardust. Sorry it's gonna end with this. What? I thought maybe it wouldn't happen, but... See that light in the distance? It's from the king's floor. I see it every time you get far enough to fight him. His first attack. The king's first attack? How long have you been talking to Loop? Who is the king attacking? Who is he? The king doesn't attack or do anything until you get to him. He would only attack if someone... I can feel it every time. Whatever he does, it makes you see something, doesn't it? Something awful. Something so terrible it's enough to bring anyone close to their knees. Stars. I wonder who he attacked. You can't even hear Loop speak. Your friends. They were against the king just now. You know how to survive his first attack. You found out, but... You hear someone cry out. You look at Loop. Loop is just looking at you. Not saying anything. What? There's no pity in their gaze, no sadness, just some silent impatience like, did you figure it out yet? Did you figure out what made the king attack just now? There's only one answer, Stardust. Just figure it out already so we can move on. Who is the king fighting? Who did the king just kill? Was it another Sif? A ghost of Sif? Did you figure it out yet? No, I'm a dingus. I didn't figure it out yet. Did you? You start screaming. It's because you weren't there. They died because you weren't there. They are gone because you weren't there. You clutch your head, your hair, your stomach because you weren't there. Because of you, they're gone. They're gone because of you, 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 because of you. You stumble and fall to your knees. Whoa. You breathe harshly in and out. It's not working. You can't take a full breath. You can't. You hit the ground with your fist. Why? Loop does not answer. Did you know this would happen? Wait. Whoa. No way. Are they permagon? No way. No way. Which part? You looping back or your party dying? I had a suspicion about the former. I was certain about the latter. You. Loop is looking straight at you. They don't even seem to care that you drew out your dagger. Oh my god, I didn't do... I have never wanted to save Scum so badly. No way are they gone. What? Somehow this calms you down. If I tell you to breathe, will you? You... Oh my god, You breathe slowly in and out. What was that for? For funsies, of course. You take a step forward. Because I was curious to know how the loops work, aren't you? How the loops work? How could what just happened teach you anything about the loops? Thanks, Stardust. Why did you loop back just now? So is my party not perma-dead? I don't even know anymore. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. Because the king won, isn't it? Why would the kid winning make you loop? You didn't immediately loop back the second you and your party lose, don't you? Don't you? I kind of do, though. No, Stardust. You loop when you die. No, it takes a little bit. You loop when you die, Stardust. The fact that the king wins is irrelevant, but you didn't die just now, did you? So why did you loop? But... it's the same with the head house maiden. You don't die when you talk to her. So what makes you loop? You loop when the head house maiden talks to you, and you looped just now. Why? Don't you think this would be important to figure out? Loop's right. There have been other times you loop back without dying too, but what could be the reason? I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to spend time with you. We never really got the opportunity to talk after all, but... yes, I figured this would happen. I won't say sorry, so you can stop waiting for it. You don't answer. Well, it looks like that's all you can find out about the loops for now, but you can still help your party. And you still have questions to ask the king, don't you? I'll be ready to help you out the next loop. But for now, I think we both need some time. Come back next loop, Stardust. You just walk away. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, so my party is still here. But... hold on. So where's Isabeau? Isabeau's here. So can I still do... wait, what? Isabeau's here looking towards the house. Hi again, Sif. What's up? So I can do this? This is a separate loop though, right? Okay, well, follow me, Sif. Okay, wait. Okay. Thank goodness it just kind of put me back to where I was, even though I kind of went through a loop. Sort of. The game got me for a second. For a second, I thought the game perma-killed my party, and I was about to flip this desk over. Oh. You follow Isabeau around for a while, going through Dormont and the forest until... A field? There's nothing around. What could he possibly need? So, what do you need me to do? Huh? Oh, lay down with me? Oh my god, how cute! And then look up. You look up. Are we gonna watch the sunset and stars come out? Oh my god. Okay, screenshot this too. Stars, stars, stars all around you. You inhale sharply. You know, when you asked me if I needed help earlier, I wasn't sure what to say. I don't really need help with anything, and I did all I needed to prepare for tomorrow and stuff. But I saw you run around and help everyone today, and that seemed kind of fun. So I thought, Sif's making sure to help everyone today, but I just want to hang out with him. So, that's it. That's all I want you to do today. Let's just hang. And I'm back to crying. Oh. This is a heartwarm crying. This is a sweet. I love these two. Oh. Why stars? Oh, so you know how they say this word when you're annoyed or something bad happens? I don't know what language it is, but I always thought it was like a swear word. Like crab. And I looked in a few books, but I couldn't find the word anywhere, and I got really curious. One day I heard someone else say it, so I asked them and they said it means stars. And I noticed you know stuff about the sky. You talked about planets once and the sun, like you really knew what you were talking about. And sometimes when we slept outside, you'd spend most of the night looking at the night sky. And I thought that was interesting, because I never thought about what's up there before. But, so I thought maybe, like, you'd like to see the stars together? Or just in general. Oh no, was I wrong? Was it really more of an actual swear word like crab, where you don't actually like stars and stars are bad and gross? Did I step in it? Did I mess up? This is so sweet. And the way that Bonnie was like, Bonnie cared so much about how you noticed their favorite foods, right? I think this is kind of an equivalent where it's like Isabeau has shown that he's paid attention to Sif and how he looks at the stars and speaks about this. Even though he doesn't know exactly what the connection is, he's noticed it, and I think that's so beautiful. No. You didn't step in it. Oh, phew. I got scared. Anyway, I've heard some people can see stuff in the stars sometimes. Like pictures? They're called something? Constellations. Constellations. Yes, that. Do you know some? You look up at the stars. You don't recognize any of them. No, I don't know any. Huh. You're saying I didn't step in it, but Sif. Change the subject. No, you're fine. Tell me something? Something? Something about you. Oh, okay. Well, okay. You know I'm from Jouvent, right? I've lived there my whole life. It's a nice big city, more than one house too. Way bigger than Dormont. Big enough that you don't know the life story of every person you see. Anyway, you might think it's surprising, I don't know. But when I was Bonnie's age, I was like the smartest smarty pants around. Not like slightly smart or anything, but like the nerdiest kid you can imagine. Huh. You have trouble imagining Isabeau as anything other than the boisterous man he is. Like, really imagine it. Big glasses, super neat braids, always knows the answer to any question the teacher has, always getting perfect grades, always too shy and focused on grades to know how to make a friend on the playground. That was me. And, I didn't really like myself, because, like, I was smart, but I really hated being shy. Being alone, not even able to ask a classmate for a pen because I was so paralyzed by fear. And I was ready to spend the rest of my life like this. But one day, after years of living like this, I looked at myself in the way I was, the way I existed in this world. I looked at that kid in the mirror and I thought, is this it? Is this really who I want to be? Couldn't I just be someone else? Someone that can make friends, someone people could love, someone I could love, someone I wouldn't feel ashamed of being? Couldn't I just change? And that's one of the things people go to houses for, you know? To learn things, to train, to do bodycraft on yourself, to change. And you can stay for a bit and come back changed, and no one would say a thing. They just accept the new person you've become. So I went to one of Jouvon's houses and threw myself into it, trying to be the coolest, strongest, most dependable person around. Lifting weights, training my voice to be deeper, louder, crafting my own body to be cooler, stronger, and looking at myself in the mirror every morning and yelling, I'm the coolest. Change is destruction, you know? To bring about change, you need to know you might hurt people. You might hurt yourself even. So you always have to be careful and think about whether the destruction you bring about is worth it. I decided it was. So the person I was before, I made them disappear. Killed them with my bare hands. Made sure they never, ever come back. So I could live. It sounds so bad when I say it like that. The kid I was before is still here. I just, grew around them to protect them. Building an armor until it becomes the real thing. So I could become someone strong, someone outgoing. Someone comforting to be around. Someone I would have liked to know before. It doesn't matter that much. I'm here, is what I mean. And I love myself so much more now than I did before. But even the person I'm now is a work in progress. I want to change still. I became a big and strong and dependable happy-go-lucky dude because that's who I needed to be. But lately, I've been feeling like I need to let down the airhead facade a bit. Act less stupid, that sort of stuff. It doesn't feel great when people think I'm stupid just because I act a certain way. So I might change again soon and become someone slightly new. That sounds cool, right? Oh. You never knew. Isabeau wanted to change, to become someone else, and he did it. It must have worked for so long to make his wish come true. I might change to be a mix between a jock and a nerd. Balancing it all, you know? So you'll change into a jerd or a knock? Let's try a jerd. They both sound kind of wrong. More like a knock. Sounds better, doesn't it? Better mouthfeel. I guess. Knock. Jerd. They both sound bad, Issa. No, don't say that. You can be a smart jock or a buff nerd. You can be both. Smart jock. How avant-garde, right? Anyway, after we beat the king tomorrow and go to our separate ways, I'll just change into someone else. Someone who can be both strong and smart. Both at once. What a concept. Doesn't that sound like someone cool? Doesn't that feel like someone you wouldn't feel ashamed of knowing? We're not ashamed of knowing you, Isabeau. Is that what he thinks? Issa. Yasif? I have never felt ashamed of knowing you. Again, it's like, I am so happy that Isabeau is able to change in a way that feels true to himself and he feels good about, and is recognizing that maybe he's going to continue to evolve. And I want that to continue to come from a place of joy and love for himself and being excited about the changes that you can make to yourself versus coming from a place of fear. It's like Mirabelle as well, coming from a place of fear in saying she has to change because this is what her religion and her community are pushing for, but she doesn't want that. And it's like with both of them, they're both beautiful the way they are, and I want them to love themselves for who they are or who they want to be and the process it takes to get there. But it makes me so sad to hear him say, because he's such a beautiful character, and like, again, I see in him people I know in life who are the most beautiful, wonderful people who echo some of the sentiments of like, I want to be better so that you can feel proud of knowing me. I'm like, I'm proud. Yeah. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit ashamed. Ever. For 1 second. You're gonna make me blush, Sif. And well, you know I feel the same, right? You're like maybe the coolest person I know. You know that, right? And I really like spending time with you. When we hang out, I always discover new things, like cool theater stuff, or even just something new about you. And I like how you always have a pun ready for any situation. How you breathe in this specific way sometimes. And I wish I could breathe with you to make you feel better. And I like the way your face looks when you eat your favorite foods. And I want to know more about you. Talk with you more, laugh with you more, and I... Oh my God, is it gonna happen? You can't look away from him. Whoa, is that it? God damn. Once again interrupted. I am a mess right now. Oh my God, one more break. Is that a shooting star? Hey, look up. Isn't it cool? You look away from him and look up at the starry sky. There's no shooting star, but you don't mind.
Ah, see, I told you they'd be here.
Oh my God. Oh, nighttime picnic. You heard Issa mumble to himself about it earlier, more like,
Hi, Safrine. Hi, Isabeau. We figured you'd be here. Can we join you?
everyone is here. Good to see you, everyone. Isabeau is probably inside just like, okay. I mean, Isabeau hasn't had the interruption yet at the end of the journey, but I'm sure Isabeau's probably thinking like, woo, close one.
Such a beautiful night. Was it your idea to come here, Isabeau?
It was. Under the stars, huh? How romantic. Very well done, Isabeau. What? No, it wasn't romantic at all. Just a pal's outing, buddies hangout. I, of course, would bring any one of you here. Uh-huh.
I brought our food so we can eat here. A nightly picnic.
Ooh, I can smell samosas. Yummy.
Yeah, I made a lot. Safrine, take one.
Take two, even. You deserve it.
Safrine sure worked hard today, didn't they? Thank you for your help earlier.
You jump. Yes, thank you, Safrine. You've been a great help today.
Safrine taught me how to fight. I'll be able to help you tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to it, Bonnie.
Za, did Safrine help you today too?
You freeze. Did you? Oh. Of course Sift helped me today. Isabeau is looking at you, smiling brightly. Thank you for spending time with me, Sif. Oh. You hide your face beneath the rim of your hat. How wonderful. Thank you, oh great helper. Here, have another samosa. And have some pate and bread. I'm sure you'll want some tea too.
And here's some of my curry.
Your plate is overflowing. You see everything on your plate sway back and forth, and you eat as much as possible before everything falls down. Oh, you burp.
Ew.
Oh, nice reflexes, Safrine. Everyone starts laughing happily. You laugh too. You're surrounded by your allies. Oh, I'm so happy for Sif because we've had such a rough run of loops. And I'm just... It's nice to have moments like this where we can see some of that panic
and despair lifted from Sif just for a little bit, knowing that we're going to go back into a loop. But seeing that Sif is embracing moments like this when they do happen that are different makes me happy. You love them. You're glad you got to spend time with them. And you're glad you know them better. You're glad...
Freen, you okay? Want more snacks?
You smile. Yes, please.
Then eat. Eat as much as you want.
You all ate and laughed under the stars. Tomorrow, once again, you'll go into the house and fight the king. But today you're happy. Oh my God. Really? He doesn't need your help with a quest? Hang out with Isabeau. That is the most beautiful... I am so happy we have a different dinner. Oh my gosh. So, this loop will be interesting. You had a nice time yesterday, hanging with Isabeau under the stars. You got a memory of stargazing. Hi, Stardust. I don't want to interrupt before, but you got a new memory. When equipped, memory of stargazing boosts all your fighter stats by 30. Wait, all of your fighter stats? Oh, your fighter like Isabeau. Oh, he's my fighter now. We will win. We will win is an amazingly strong attack when used. It boosts everyone's attack, defense, and attack speed for a few turns. Only when we've had the conversation. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. It was nice, wasn't it? Hanging out with all of them yesterday. They love you now. Your bond with them is stronger now. Isn't that neat? It is neat. You don't want to have to loop back to before you spent that time with them. What would happen if you stayed with this version of them until the end? If you went through the entire house without looping ahead, beat the king, and saw the head housemaiden with them? Would anything happen? Would anything change? Time to walk all the way up and beat the king. All right, well, the game is telling me this is our 100% run. Our run where we are going to touch everything again, experience everything again, and attempt to defeat the king one last time. Let's just defeat it. Okay, monster time. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. We did an absolutely devastating loop with Loop. But this time I'm feeling like something is gonna change, and I'm very excited for that. You wave goodbye. Oh, that seems more spicy than normal. Let's do just artsy silent burst. Is weak, but that's fine. Smash. Nice. Good job, Isabeau. Fueled by love. We did it. It wasn't that bad. Okay, we should come up to the save point in... Oh, this isn't the rock room. Here we go. Reaching out, you touched the light. Everyone was healed. We're gonna save our progress. We're on loop 28. And I am so excited to see what happens on this one. It feels big. It feels important. And I'm really happy that y'all stuck around for a little bit of a longer episode, at least in terms of recording time. We'll see how much when I edit it down a little bit. I think it'll go probably back to a normal time, but it's a little bit heftier of an episode. We did a lot today, and I cannot wait to see how this ends. I am so invested in this game and its characters, and I'm so happy that y'all are joining me for the journey. Find me on Twitch and TikTok as well as here on YouTube under the same handle, Kimchica, and if you would like to join my video game book club called Geeks and Grounds, it's a monthly club where we play a game and brew good conversation together. There is a newsletter component, a podcast, and a Discord community. The podcast is co-hosted, and the club itself is co-hosted with my friend Joel, and we
take on perspectives of someone who plays a lot of video games and someone who's a bit newer to video games, but comes with a really extensive like media background, education background. And so we both were teachers, and we love talking about themes and what games make us think about, both in relation to ourselves and what we learn about ourselves, but also to the world and everything that happens around us. And if you like that, excuse me, my voice just cracked. If you like that, go to geeksandgrounds.com, sign up for the newsletter, and all the info is there on the website as well. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are, and you find lots of great games to play. Bye!